In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up and use breakout rooms in Zoom. Coming right up. Hey dancers, welcome to Dance Tech with JHsu, the channel where dancers become more proficient and efficient in the digital space. If you aren't familiar with breakout rooms in Zoom, they're basically separate rooms within the main Zoom meeting. As the host, you can start, stop, assign, and move in and out of the rooms as you like. So it's a really great tool to have as a teacher. You could create rooms for students to rehearse choreography in smaller groups, or if you're a studio with multiple classes happening at the same time, you could have everyone log into the same Zoom meeting and have each class be a breakout room. That way you only have to purchase one Zoom account, and it makes it easier for the students with one recurring Zoom link instead of a different link for every single class. These are just a few ways you could potentially use breakout rooms, and I would love to hear how you would use breakout rooms, so tell me in the comments below. Now before I show you how to set up breakout rooms, here are a few things to note. Only the host of the meeting is able to create and open breakout rooms. Co-hosts can't do it. You can create up to 50 breakout rooms per meeting. Breakout rooms are completely separate rooms within the meeting. That means if you're recording the class, it will not record the breakout rooms automatically. You have to have someone in the breakout room hit record. And because you are in separate rooms, if you share your computer sound, play music, or use the main chat feature while in the main room, people in the breakout rooms won't hear it. So if you're telling students to go into breakout rooms to rehearse, make sure they have the music they need. Now let's get into setting up your breakout room. Okay, so before you even try to create a breakout room, you have to make sure it's enabled in your settings. So just go to your settings, go to advanced, and then right near the top it says breakout rooms, make sure it's enabled. You'll even see here you can allow the host to assign participants ahead of time. So if you check this, this is what it looks like. You can schedule a meeting, and when you go to the bottom, you'll see here you can pre-assign the breakout rooms. Click here, you can create a room, and then you can add people with their name. And so when you go to open breakout rooms, it will already be assigned. That's all you need to do for the setup. So now let's actually make a breakout room. Okay, so we are now in the Zoom meeting. I'm joined by my friends Martian, Squirtle, and Potato Me to help illustrate how these Zoom meetings work. Fun fact, Squirtle was made by my friend Jackie, who does this awesome crochet work, and Martian was an actual prop in a theater show I was part of at the Kennedy Center, and I played the Martian, and so they let me buy him after the show was done. And then Potato Me is done using Snap Camera. If you want to learn how to do that, check out the video up above. I will link it in the cards. All right, so you have enabled breakout rooms. And now if you look at the bottom, there is this breakout room option. And so when you click on that, it'll ask you how many rooms you want to create. You can have, again, up to 50 rooms. And you can see you can do it automatically or manually. If you do it automatically, it will automatically put people randomly into the different rooms evenly. Manually, you can create the rooms, then it will assign, and then you'll have to go in and assign people into each room. So I'm gonna do it automatically, and let's say we'll do 2 rooms. And now when I create the rooms, it's not gonna bring them into the rooms yet. This will be like a little preview, okay? And now, here, so you can see Martian and Squirtle will be in one room, Potato will be in the other room. And as the host, you are not automatically put into a room. You will stay in the main room when the breakout rooms are opened, and then you have the option to go into each room whenever you want. Now, if you go to options down here, you'll see you can move all participants into breakout rooms automatically. If you don't check this, when you open the rooms, each participant will get a little blue, not little, it's pretty obvious, it's in the middle of the screen, a blue icon that says host is inviting you to go into the breakout room, and they have to click accept before they're moved in. So usually I like to keep it checked. Now, this lets people leave the breakout room at any point and go back into the main session. So if you're teaching a class, maybe you don't want that, so you might want to leave that unchecked. And you can even give it a time limit. So maybe class is an hour long and there's a hard stop. Then if you do this after 60 minutes, for example, then class would be over and everyone would be brought back into the main room. Countdown, if you close the breakout room, what happens is it will give you a 60-second countdown before you're kicked out. It's nice for conversations, for example, that way people know we have 60 seconds to kind of wrap up whatever we were talking about. But if you don't want it, you can uncheck that, and that means when we close the rooms, people are automatically booted out. There's no warning. But I like the countdown. So I'm gonna uncheck this for this demonstration. This doesn't really matter because they're not going anywhere. And now here you'll see if I want to, I can delete the room. I can even rename the room. So maybe this room is gonna be beginner hip hop, and then this room is going to be intermediate jazz, right? And then here I can see Mr. Potato. Well, I don't know. Oh, there you go. Hero. I can see Potatoes there, Martian Squirrel's there. Now maybe Martian should be an intermediate jazz. So now I can either move Martian to jazz, or I can exchange. If I exchange, it will swap them. If I move, it will just move that person into the other room. And again, you could have more than 2 rooms, but I only have 3 participants for this demonstration. And that's basically it. I can delete the rooms if I want. Maybe there are too many rooms. It's very easy to do, and you'll see here, it tells you how many people are in each room. If at any point you need to reset, you can just go here, hit recreate, and it'll redo it. So it could reshuffle the people, for example, if you want it to be randomized, or you could just start over. So now I'm going to open the rooms, and they're gonna leave. And so you'll see now, it tells me that they are all in there. So on my laptop screen, I'm gonna switch to this view. You'll see what's up, Potato here, Martian's there, and they're chilling. Now, if at any point I want to join the meeting, so I'm gonna join intermediate jazz with Martian and Potato. Sorry, Squirtle, you are left out. I can hit join. And now I'm in the room. I can say hi, check in, whatever I want. And when I'm done, if I go down to breakout room again, I can either join to go to the other room, or I can leave. If I hit leave, it will take me back to the main room. So if I hit leave here, it's returning me to the main session. Now, when I have the breakout room open, if I wanted to give people a message, say like 1 minute left, or hey, make sure you're drinking water, whatever it is, I can broadcast a message to everyone. So I can go here, I'll click. I hit broadcast. If we go to the other view on my laptop, you'll see at the top here, there's that message. Now, on the audience side, when you're in breakout rooms, there's the option to ask for help. So if you ask for help, I'm going to invite the host. And now you'll see here on mine, there's an invitation to join the breakout room. I can hit later, or I can join it. Sorry, not going to help right now. And on the other side, you'll see, host is currently helping others. Please try again later. Now remember, when you use chats inside the breakout room, no one else outside of the breakout room can see it. So if we are in the breakout room on my laptop and I need to message the host, I have to ask for help. If I use the chat feature, I'm not going to see it in the main breakout room. So watch, I'm going to go chat. Now if I go to the chat on my main session, there's nothing. Right? So just remember that. Same thing with playing music, sharing sound, all of that. Once they are in breakout rooms, it is isolated. They have to have their own music. They have to have all of that ready to use. Now going back to this menu here. Now say Squirtle is very lonely and we want to put everyone into intermediate jazz. Here you see I can move. So I can move Squirtle into jazz. moment, and voila, now everyone's all in class together. Now, something important to note, even though only the host can create the rooms, move people in and out, if people are co-hosts, they can move in and out of rooms however they want. So for example, in a summer class scenario, you could have all the faculty, all the counselors as co-hosts. That way they can shuffle in and out of rooms as they need to, while the students have to stay in their breakout rooms. So that's a helpful thing to know. Now let's see, I'm gonna move Martian to hip hop, and then Squirtle to hip hop. So now it's just Potato in jazz. That is basically how it works. Now, once it's time for class to end, or whatever the case, you can't close individual breakout rooms, I don't think. You have to close all of them all at once, so just keep that in mind. However, once you hit close all rooms, you'll see here there's the countdown that begins, and on each screen, they will get a heads up, and they can either choose to leave the breakout room right away, or wait until the countdown is over. And in my case, because Squirtle and Martian are downstairs, I'm gonna wait for this countdown to finish. And now everyone is back. And if I wanted to, I could open the rooms up again, I could recreate the rooms to shuffle it back up, or I could manually move them. And now remember, if you had scheduled the meeting, if you had pre-assigned breakout rooms, basically all that means is when you hit the breakout room icon, they would already be listed under the rooms that you had specified. You would still have to open all rooms to send people to the rooms. And you can always add another room if you want. Alright, thank you Martian, Squirtle, and Potato Self. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration, everyone. And see you next time. I hope that was helpful. Oh, and don't forget, if you are recording the class, when you go into breakout rooms, you have to hit record again, because the record button will only record the main session. Breakout rooms, again, are separate rooms. So if you want to record what's going on in those sessions, you have to hit record there. And what I found is it will record it locally to whoever hit record, it will record to their local computer. So if you are recording to the cloud, for example, for the main session, you will have to then have people who hit record in the breakout rooms to send you the footage later. The one thing I haven't been able to test is if you were to go into each breakout room as host and then hit record, how that would work. But if someone tries that, let me know. Okay, now we're done. Thanks everyone. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope you found it helpful. Make sure you like this video, hit the subscribe button so you know when new videos come out, and I'll see you next time. 5, 6, 7, 8.